It's a Sebon Podcast Show. It's a Sebon Podcast Show. Everybody's welcome. Peace and love. It's a Sebon Podcast Show. Bam, we're live.
That doesn't happen very often. I sat down for the show and had to take a massive deuce. I'd already taken my obligatory morning deuce, and then I was like, you know what? I don't think I emptied the carriage. Good morning, Augustus. Hey, my show's like Romper Room. Good morning, Augustus. I see you. I need a giant magnifying glass. Buy one of those on Amazon right now. Hold on. New tab. Amazon. Giant magnifying glass. Giant magnifying glass. And whoever made that intro, thank you. Sousa sent that to me. Giant magnifying glass. 10. Is this one big enough? Is that one big enough? I need a giant old school one. Jumbo 9-inch, large magnifying glass 10-inch. I wonder if they have bigger than 9-inch. US one jumbo plastic magnifying glass. All right. Ordered. Oh, I hear the garage door opening. That means the jiu-jitsu instructors. Oh, I think it's striking today. Striking instructor has arrived. All right. Deuce talk always to start the show. Chad Wise, thank you. Two behind the scenes are already up. One from Knoxville and one from the West Coast Classic. 2 new ones will be up this week. We are putting them up as fast as we make them, which there's no hurry, but I'm just telling you. Will Brandstetter, Patrick Rios, busy at work. Olivia, good morning. Ken Walters, good morning. Christine Young, good morning. Daryl, your iPhone has a great magnifier. I know, but I need it as like a prop. You know what I mean? Like to look through and be like, hello, like Romper Room. Do you remember Romper Room? Yesterday in the show, we talked about, where's the comment? Did I lose it? Yesterday in the show, we talked about people passing the test, the Army test. Remember when Caleb was on here? And someone responded in the comments, which is a good, I think a good follow-up. There's also a pretty funny comment in here too. It's a guy from Europe who says he likes to be free, but that he doesn't like capitalism. And it's like, you know you can't be free without capitalism, right? I wonder if people know that. Buying around for Audrey to drown her sorrows. Why? What happened? What happened, Audrey? Did I miss something? Jason Speaks, happy belated Father's Day. Thank you. Joseph, the Air Force PT's test is even a bigger joke. There's just a great comment in here. Let me see. Kind of like a follow-up. Basically, this guy says that I think he says he ran 140 people through the. Oh, here it is. I teach on Fort Jackson at the Basic Leaders course, which is for upcoming NCOS. I don't know what that is. Must be some kind of soldier. We have an average of 15 or so out of 140 that fail. So a little less than 10%. No, 10%. A little more than 10%. We have an average of 15 or so out of 140 that fail the ACFT. And it's almost always the run or the standing power throw for the females. That's weird. Why is it females? Are men stronger than women? The only test I care about is the one taking place at Dickies Arena in August. Fair enough. What happened, Audrey? Tell me what happened. Did you get crabs? Do I have one or am I one now? I don't know. I'm going back in the comments to see if I can figure it out. My cat man is my new lover. I've replaced Brian Friend for someone who loves me. Oh, fair enough. Hey, so if you want to see the behind the scenes early, go ahead and get CEO membership. And you can start watching those now. there isn't one bad review. People are texting me, DMing me, telling me that they're absolutely amazing. I'm leaving my lover. You had a lover? Was Brian Friend actually your lover? Is that true? Leah Taylor stuff was a beast on Saturday. I know, wasn't that great? I saw a quick little snippet on the origins of Kill Tony. I didn't know this, but the show's been around for 11 years, and I guess Tony named the show after Kill Bill, the Quentin Tarantino movie. So, Heidi Kroom, Brian has been everyone's lover. Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. What happened, Audrey? Are you going to call in and tell us what happened? Sounds exciting. I like social drama. I love good sex stories and emotional stuff, people cheating, all sorts of fun shit like that. Stuff that really invokes a lot of emotion. I was really proud of a comment I made on Instagram this morning. Let me see if I can find it. It was on Andrew Hiller's account. I was kind of surprised Andrew posted this picture. It's a picture of is it Donald Trump? Yeah. I didn't even know that I guess this is Rich Froning's body. I didn't even know that. But Andrew posted this picture and it says, a mega making exercise great again, 2024. And it's a picture of Trump's head on Froning's body, which is pretty fucking cool. Let me explain this to people real quick. I'm probably preaching to the choir. For those of you who think that, I guess you would call them right wingers, are like, I don't know what your view of them is, but it seems to be there's this notion that right wingers are closed-minded or bigots or racist. It's amazing you think that. And bear with me here, because this is going to be a big dose of fucking difficulty to swallow. But those of you who are trying to take the rights away from individuals and give them to groups, it's because you have a superiority complex. You think you're better than black people or brown people. You feel sorry for people. You have this notion, and you don't believe in people. You don't have to look very far. And I know, because I used to be one of them. I was surrounded by those people. Everything was couched and we need to help those people. But the roots of it is we need to help those people because we're better than them. And there's some pretty weird there's some pretty weird origins of that, but it's kind of like you're not looking at the bigger picture. You just feel something and you're reacting to how you're feeling. You're like the person who gives money to the guy on the side of the freeway who has a sign up that says, "I'm a veteran, can you feed me?" or "I'll do anything from work," without realizing, because you have no life experience and you think for some reason that you're better and you know something. You think that you're going to give them that money and they're going to buy food with it. That's not what they're doing. They're buying drugs with it 100% of the time. 100 fucking percent of the time, they're buying drugs with it. Sevi, it's not 100. Okay, 99.9% of the time, they're buying drugs with it. And so then what you're doing is all the whole world of drugs that circles the economy of drugs, stealing, shitting in public, needles on the ground, people dying premature. You're an advocate of that. That's where you're voting with your money. If you want to do something, the difference between a conservative and a liberal is a conservative tips the kid at Starbucks who smiles and says hello, how are you today? and makes eye contact with your kids, and so you give them an extra $1. You reward people for their for what they contribute to society. Conservatives think that the conservative want the best for everyone. Conservatives believe in people. They want everyone to have equal rights. They're not interested in taking the rights away from individuals and giving them to the groups. And that's how it works, by the way. You have to take them away from the individuals to give them to the groups. Just stop feeling sorry for people. You're not better than anyone. Zach Rubin, what's up? Money well spent. Thank you. And I really appreciate the memberships, by the way. Like, really, 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 really appreciate it. Like, really appreciate it. David Weed, I'm proud of my comment on Instagram. Are you 13? I try to think of myself as more of having around the age of 14. I was telling someone that the other day. One of my friends called me and goes, dude, your show's like has like 14-year-old boy humor. Do you know that? And I'm like, yeah. It's probably all the weed I smoked in college. I've regressed. I'm stuck. Just a 14-year-old boy who's into dick jokes and poop jokes. Sorry. Anyway, so I'm really proud of this comment. It's literature, David. It's literature. Let me see if I can find it. I like it too because I'm on this. Oh, it's here. So this guy makes this comment that makes no sense. It's like I don't understand his comment. He says some of you people are weird. How is the exercise not great? You can do CrossFit if you want. That's the point, isn't it? Constantly varied, many combinations, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what he saw when he saw the shirt, but I guess he missed the point that it's a joke it's just funny because it's Trump on a buff guy's body. But this where is this? This girl Cindy, you took it literally and went on a 4-sentence scene about something funny. I'm not a huge Froning fan. I guess I should get upset they used his body instead of someone else and explain how they're wrong and weird. And then Rich Froning actually is in the comments here and he writes, ouch. And then Cindy responds, I'm not a hater, just not a worshiper. Wait, let me find my comment. Here, incoming 14-year-old boy comment. Hold on. Oh, shit, where's my comment? Oh, shit, I don't even see my comment. What? Oh, that sucks. Damn it. Well, here, then I'll respond to it right now. Where is my comment? Is it hidden? Not a hater, just not a worshiper. Anyway, I wrote, Cindy, you'd beg for Rich to put it in your dumper. Anyway, I thought it was funny. All right. Anyway, it's a cool shirt. Andrew was at some comp this weekend. Whoa, whose account is this? Jesus. My goodness. Wow. Hold on. Stand by. Who's this? Sarah Scholl, athlete, expert, strength and conditioning. 2 times cross. This is a CrossFit Games athlete? Jesus. Wow, she is lean. Oh my God. She needs to eat a sandwich or something. Mandatory boob shot. Isn't that incredible? Look at her boobs here, and then versus here. Dangling boobs. Okay. Anyway, speaking of boobs, this should be the boob show. If you're not into boobs, this probably show isn't for you. Someone said, did you see the Hyrox World Champion Instagram account? Look at this. This is crazy right here. Oh wait, Audrey. Please, Heidi, I'm poor. I'm going home to sell my shit and pack up and head back to Virginia. Look at this.
Championship, and you're in the 65 to 69. What's it?
65 to 69 range. grandma has in the plastic surgery business, when when you get boobs that are this big, they're called money makers. I'm not making that up. I talked to a guy who is a anesthesiologist, and there's just this known size of tits that are just called money makers. And when you get those tits, that's because you got them so big because you make money off of them. I mean, those are, I just can't imagine being a 65 plus year old
Like hitting
woman
that goal.
and wanting those. Those are just gigantic. I kind of want to see those. Those must not like match her. I just can't imagine what like a bad toupee. Her tits are, wholly fake boobs. I know. It's like they're not even. I wish she'd lift up her shirt and like some water balloons would fall out. You know what I mean? Like the joke's on you.
And becoming world champion.
She did Hyrox with those. That should be like the RX Plus division because you got to carry all that around. Anyway, I'm guessing when she's naked, those are like a bad toupee. They just don't they don't work. I don't know, like they don't work. This is going to be really harsh for what I'm going to say next. Ready? I'm guessing they almost look like they're on a tranny. You know what I mean? Like they just don't. They're like there's not even a second where you think that they're real. I guess that's not even the point anymore, right? No one even cares if they kind of even remotely look real. That's fetish, right? Is that fetish material?
Felt amazing. Amazing. Yep. I just had hip surgery 5 months ago. So, yeah, it's been a struggle. So, really
I mean, she clearly works hard and she's clearly in insane shape.
happy. It's like the second time I ran on concrete since I had my hip surgery. So, I did very well. So, I'm happy.
What is this? Let's. Oh, and then look at the girl who won the 45 up division.
Marissa, congratulations. You are.
I think that's just like a normal woman. Anyway, let's look at this chick. Oh man, this chick's a savage. Jeez Louise, look at this. Is crazy. Oh my goodness. Her boobs are just fucking nuts. I'm guessing when you go out in public with her, it's like a scene. It's like, oh, is this her grandma? That's her grandma? Happiest Mother's Day to you. That's her mom. Happy Mother's Day to you, Mom. I miss you so much. Wow. It must be a scene going out with her. Like everywhere you go, people are just staring. Yeah, crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Let me see this.
If there's ever one thing that someone can do to stop aging, it's lift weights. And don't stop. Don't do it for vanity. Do it because you want to keep your tissue. Think of it as...
Do you have to squat below parallel in Hyrox? What's the deal there with the wall balls? I'm guessing you don't have to? Or you do have to? What's the deal? What is there a rule on that? Do you have to squat below parallel? Burpee dude, fake or not, Sevi, you'd still suck on them like if you were a 1-year-old. Science, buddy, for science. I'd do anything for science. I'm a science guy. They want you to squat below parallel. What does that mean? Peter, you're supposed to, but it's not elite. They kind of let it go. The rule of squat below parallel, the judging is the issue. Technically, yes, but the judges don't care. Has anyone in here ever been a judge at Hyrox? Like, what's the deal there? Do they tell you, hey, let the squats go? They are getting better at holding standards. I did in New York. Open category, they let them go. Pro level, yes, below parallel. Okay. Phil, I've judged at Hyrox on the wall balls. And? Tell me. The judges are more cheerleaders. I was a judge at Hyrox. I was the only one no repping. Shit, there's a moth in here. Squatting below parallel is encouraged but not necessary to win. Oh, I made everyone squat below parallel or use the box. Daniel Garrity, how does Hyrox find so many judges? Do they give judges discounts on the races? Everyone wants to judge, dude. All the psychos want to judge. Anyway, so I still don't know what the deal is with the squatting. If she's the champ and she didn't squat below parallel, I mean, at some point you could just go like this and catch it, right? When is Hunter back on the show? He fucked up. I can invite him now. I've invited him. He hasn't been texting me back. He's never not texted me back. He's usually so good about that. Yeah, here we go. I just sent him a link. Come on. Let's see if he comes on. I'm going to the beach today after the show, so I don't think the show is going to be very long. Okay. All right. Well, congratulations. What's her name? I was going to call her grandma, but I don't know if she has kids. Heidi Williams, congratulations. Great rack. Good job at the Hyrox. Crazy titties. I think you can do that when they're that big. You can just overtly talk about them and it's not like inappropriate or whatever. Oh, geez. Brian never texted me back, so that was a clear sign. No. Come on. Not texting some dude. I have 391 unanswered texts. And I went through my text this morning and cleared out like 100. You can't Jeff Giardina, I'm not offended. Oh, with the titty talk, thank you. Yeah. There's nothing and it wasn't meant to be offensive either. Case study. I had 3 Great Danes at once, and anytime you left the house, it was just a fucking scene, right? If I would walk them, and I had to walk them every day, it was a scene. Even with 1, it's a scene. But with 3, it's fucking absolutely bonkers. And I just pictured those titties are kind of the same way, except when you have Great Dane, just so many dudes want to come up and talk to you about your dog. They're just because they're badass dogs. But probably people don't come up to her and talk to her about her titties. But they want to, right? People want to walk up to her and be like, God damn. Heidi, I was going to start texting daily, Sevi daily to try to be actual friends. Can someone advise me how to have friends? Someone, a friend of mine called me the other day and told me that I'm really good at having friends. Leah, it's like Danielle Brandon's mom's rack. If everyone notices it, it's fair game to talk about it. Yeah. Yep. I think you're right. Except the thing with Danielle's mom is I'm 99% sure those are just hers. You know what I mean? She's born with them. Whereas this Heidi lady had those put on, right? For whatever reason. I'm going to jump to the conclusion that she did it for attention. It would not that that's a bad thing at all. I'm not saying wanting attention is bad. Whereas Danielle's mom, she's born with them, but maybe you could also say that since her mom shows like 4 to 12 inches of cleavage at any given time, that she also wants attention for him, which I'm happy to give. I'm happy to give that attention. For all I know, it's put on earth to give that attention to boobs. Danielle's mom is very much like my mom, rough around the edges. Watch out. All right. We can't turn this into just a whole show about talking about people's mom's tits. I mean, I guess we could. My mom is still a raging libtard. She calls people Trumpers. My dad was at the house yesterday. Speaking of liberals. And I brought up Israel and Palestine, and he completely just fucking went fucking bonkers. I just kept saying to him in a calm voice, can we just have a logical talk about this? I really want to hear what you think, but can we just have a logical talk? Can we just be logical? We didn't make any progress. We talked. I kept the conversation alive for like 15 minutes, and I think it's a pretty emotionally charged conversation with him. First, because he's from the Middle East. He grew up over there, but then also Israel keeps sending weapons to Azerbaijan, and then Azerbaijan's using the weapons to kill Armenians, lots of Armenians, and so I don't think he's all he got a Jew chick, I got a Jew chick. I don't think he it's complicated for him. You know what I mean? It's complicated. Pat Lang, your dad hates Jews? ? Nice. Audrey, there was a full-blown Jew in the army here, his whole little outfit by the pool. What's the outfit? What's the Jew outfit? Like he was swimming with like the yarmulke on his head? I hope he doesn't hate Jews. I think he loves his grandkids to death. I think that's the only reason why my dad comes to my house. My dad's over 80 and he comes here and spends the entire time every time he's here, just nonstop with the boys. He loves interacting with them. So I saw a sign up at Starbucks for Pride Month. I don't know, was it yesterday or the day before? If there was Paper Street Coffee, I would have gone there. I actually didn't even buy coffee there. I got a glass of whole milk, tall whole milk. And I looked at the wall. And there's a sign. I actually took a picture of it. And the sign said, big sign on the wall. It says, in June, we celebrate Pride Month. With courage and joy, we recognize the diverse identities, intersectionality, perspectives, and lived experiences of the LGBTQIA2+ community. Together with our partners, employees, we proudly stand in allyship, creating. What if your employees are gay? Are they allies? How are they allies? If they are. What if you have pedophiles who work there? Aren't they? They're part of it. They're not. Isn't it amazing that the pedos get to hide out with the gays? I still can't get over that. Anyway, together with our partnership employees, we proudly stand in allyship, creating welcoming environments and championing equity for all. Not for all. I don't want to go somewhere that championships equity for all. I just want the lesbians and the butt slammers, the gay dudes. Pedos don't hide out with gays. No, they don't hide out with gays. Pedos hang out with the LGBTQIA2+ community. You're absolutely right, Pat. I agree with you. They don't hide out with gays. They hide under the fake cause of Pride Month. Bernie Gannon. God, with Bernie on my side, I could take over the world. Bernie Gannon, pedophiles are provisional members of the intersectionality. Yeah, of course. Hey, Bernie, I could be the dumb president and you could be the smart vice president. Anyway, I want to show you what real courage is, because being courage isn't celebrating Pride Month isn't courage. I want to show you real fucking courage. This is a gay woman. meaning she has a vagina and she likes other people with vagina. But here we go. This is what real courage looks like.
Hello and Shabbat Shalom. This post is dedicated to the people who tell me in the comments that I shouldn't support Trump as a Jewish person because of his comments about Charlottesville. I want you to watch this video.
Vice President Biden, you say that President Trump's response to the violence in Charlottesville 3 years ago, when he talked about very fine people on both sides, was what directly led you to launch.
And here's the other thing. Here's the other crazy thing. This LGBTQ plus YZ thing, this supports white supremacists and racists because it even says on the fucking card, welcoming environment and champion equity for all. These are the people who are supporting it's right there. They're the ones supporting the white supremacists. Yes, Republicans are a little closed-minded when it comes to white supremacy and pedophilia. Guilty. That's why they set the slaves free. That's why they started the Civil Rights Act. You're right. You got me there.
This run for president.
They asked the president what he thought. He said there were very fine people on both sides. No president's ever said anything like that.
You also had people that were very fine people on both sides. You had people in that group, excuse me, I saw the same pictures as you did. You had people in that group that were there to protest the taking down of, to them, a very, very important statue and the renaming of a park from Robert E. Lee to another name. And you had people, and I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists, because they should be condemned totally. But you had many people in that group other than neo-Nazis and white nationalists, okay? And the press has treated them absolutely unfairly. Now, in the other group also, you had some fine people, but you also had troublemakers, and you see them come with the black outfits and with the helmets and with the baseball bats. You had a lot of bad people in the.
And those are the Democrats. Those are the Antifa people. We're dealing with just complete fucking morons on the other side. Just completely with zero integrity.
Other group too. There were people in that rally, and I looked the night before. If you look, there were people protesting very quietly the taking down of the statue of Robert E. Lee. I'm sure in that group there were some bad ones. The following day, it looked like they had some rough, bad people, neo-Nazis, white nationalists, whatever you want to call them. But you had a lot of people in that group that were there to innocently protest.
I started my page on October 7th of 2018, probably not a coincidence. I started and I call it MAGA, which is MAGA gay, because I saw how the media takes what Trump is saying out of context and making people hate him for it. This is a prime example for the Jewish people, for the Democrat Jews who believe that the lies that Trump thinks that neo-Nazis are fine people. This is for you, fucking dumbass. Maybe next time you hear something about Trump, go and find the video, the full video, and not the cut-off version that the media put out for you, that you would think that he's going against Jewish people, or he's standing up and supporting and thinks that neo-Nazis are good people, because he clearly said that he does not speak about the neo-Nazis because they should be condemned. There were people in those protests that wanted the statue to stay up, people who stand up for America, and these are the people he was referring to. He did not refer to neo-Nazis, and he does not think that neo-Nazis are fine people. Case closed. Support Trump. He's the only friend to Israel with receipts. And I don't need you to tell me about comments from a few years ago when we have right now the biggest traitor to Israel who keep backstabbing us. Trump 2024. Stand up for America and stand up for Israel.
That's courage. That's courage. Not some sign in a fucking Starbucks that supports white supremacy pedophiles under the guise of supporting Pride Month. Hey, Sebi, were there some peaceful BLM protesters too? Yeah, of course. Of course. What kind of that's not really that smart of a question, right? There's peaceful protesters everywhere. There were probably peaceful people in Hitler's army. Yeah, of course there were peaceful protesters. But the $4 billion in fucking damage done by fires because of the BLM protest and the continued damage to the economy because of the morons who pushed the George Floyd propaganda. No. By the way, if you don't follow this lady right here, this Dr. Sheila Nazarian, you might want to. She has a pretty fucking wild account. It's a crazy activist account. If you were silent when terrorists murdered Israelis, stay silent when Israel defends itself. This is a pretty great account. Look at this. Look at these people. So the other day I saw a video where some guy got tased at a baseball game. He ran out onto the field and got tased. What do you think should happen to these people? So if you run out onto a baseball field during a game, you get tased. But if you attack a cop car with cops in it, and we hired these people to protect and serve us, do you know what this does? This undermines the stability of all of society when this is tolerated. When we allow people to do this. When we allow people to do this to our cops, it undermines all of our stability. That's what happened in Minneapolis also, letting them burn down the police station. Completely insane. Clock. There were certainly peaceful BLM protesters. The communists used them as cover to launch their violence. You tase a guy for running out onto a baseball field, but these people can just do this. Hey, if the baseline was to tase someone for running out onto a baseball field, what would be the commensurate penalty for jumping on a cop car and stomping on the windows? I don't agree with you, Pat. I see your point. The way you talk about BLM pride, pedos, and Biden is no different than the way Biden talks about January 6th, Charlottesville, the election deniers. You are a sensationalist. I see your point, but I don't agree with you. It's a fair point. It's a fair point, but I don't agree with you. The comparison between the BLM riots and what happened at the Capitol aren't even like fucking comparable. Cities all over the country burning down. Daily reports of pornography and trannies reading to our kids in schools, girls getting raped in bathrooms by boys who are claiming to be girls. I mean, it's just a fucking daily thing, dude. And hey, and there's a level of tolerance that I think is different for both, right? So I think that there should be more tolerance for a guy running out onto a baseball field than this. I think it's backwards. But if the baseline is to tase a guy on a baseball field, what would be the commensurate? Hey, bro, we got fucking shit for these people to shoot them? I mean, if the baseline is saying that you can tase a guy who runs out onto a baseball field, the guy did a backflip out in the middle of the field. I don't defend January 6th. I just see the absurdity in calling it, what did Nancy Pelosi call it? The greatest threat to democracy since the Civil War. That's sensationalizing, dude. I showed you the letter, Patrick, a few days ago on the show. I don't know if you were watching, but a few days ago on the show, I showed the letter where parents aren't able to access their kids' health data in the state of California over the age of 12, or even at the age of 12. That's pretty fucking extreme, dude. That's them taking your kids. Second rule of the debates: you have to walk to the podium on your own volition. Anyway, what the real courage? The real courage is gay people speaking up like that lady did. And let me show you another version of like real courage. People who aren't just getting pushed around by the mob. Let me show you other real courage. Now, I don't know if this is true, but let me show you real courage. Vince Everett Ellison. Pat's going to do a bunch of research on this guy and tell me something bad about him now. But here we go.
The first recipient of the Margaret Sanger Award? No, Martin Luther King, 1966.
Martin Luther King, the first recipient of the Margaret Sanger Award. Are you guys familiar with who Margaret Sanger is? She introduced abortion to the world to kill Jews and black people. That was the premise of abortion. We need a way to kill the Jew babies and the black babies, Margaret Sanger. And yet Martin Luther King was the first recipient of the Margaret Sanger Award.
Wow. I didn't know that. Margaret Sanger was not a friend to the community, as we say.
Planned Parenthood and the Negro Project. She called us human weeds. The communists in America were giving us
the Negro Project. She called us human weeds. By the way, she's the poster child and hero of the left, darling of the left.
Instructions to turn the black community into a direct opposite of the Soviet bloc. And they've done it. One-party rule, dictator worship, apostate religion, poverty.
By the way, that's completely true. I used to be obsessed with the Black Panthers, and I read everything that I could get my hands on. Bobby Seale, Huey Newton, who's the lady that's still alive. She's a professor at UC Santa Cruz. And that is, and I was a liberal then, and I was a full supporter of the Black Panther Party. And who did I see? I can't remember if it was Bobby Seale or Huey Newton, whoever was alive. One time I saw them in Oakland. But that was the premise. The whole premise was to infiltrate the black community and use them as the kindling for bringing communism to America.
Drug abuse, government dependency. It's a third world country in a first world country. Let the black community.
He called the black community a third world country and a first world country.
And he said something like Haiti or worse. And it started out with Martin Luther King Jr., whose whole life was a Diddy party. Orgies and smoking and fighting and whipping up on women. Martin Luther King Jr. make a Diddy party look like a Catholic convent school. You know what the first recipient of the Margaret Sanger Award? No, Martin Luther King, 1966.
Wow. I didn't know that. Margaret Sanger was not a friend to the community, as we say.
Planned Parenthood and the Negro Project. She called us human weeds. The communists in America were given instructions to turn the black community into a direct opposite of the Soviet bloc. And they've done it. One-party rule, dictator worship, apostate religion, poverty, drug abuse, government dependency. It's a third world country in a first world country. Let the black community, and he said something like Haiti or worse. And it started out with Martin Luther King Jr., whose whole life was a Diddy party. Orgies and smoking and fighting and whipping up on women. Martin Luther King Jr. make a Diddy party look like a Catholic convent school.
That's courage. Angela Davis, thank you, Angela Davis. I saw her once too. She worked out I worked at this fucking crazy meathead gym in Emeryville. Wish I could remember the name of it. Just a huge fucking warehouse full of crazy gear, and it was all just juiced up dudes, a couple of UFC fighters, and I would see Angela Davis in there working out. She was very attractive as an old woman. Angela Davis is a Black Panther activist you're trying to think of, recently had her roots traced back to the Mayflower. Yeah, that was amazing. Damn, Bernie, you're good. That's what I mean. I can be the dumb president. You can be the smart vice president. Yeah, Angela Davis's family owned slaves. Bernie, the video where they showed her the ancestry was gold. Anyway, that's courage. That's courage. That's leadership. Being a gay woman and speaking up for Trump, being a gay woman and wanting to kick the pedos and the trannies out of your fucking group, being a black man and speaking up for the truth about your people and that they're going the wrong way, they're racing towards the cliff. That's fucking courage, dude. That's fucking courage. That's ownership. That's courage. That's big picture shit. Okay, Spencer. All right. Even for me, that's a little too much. All righty. All righty. All righty. All righty. Even that one was a little much. That one's a little much. The video contest is very, very close to launch. I'm going to tell you guys how that works once again. The video contest is not a singular video contest. It's putting together a campaign, a series of videos. And I'll show you guys an example of it in a few days. And so you'll put together 5 videos, 30 seconds long to 2 minutes, just something that I can use on this show that can be used anywhere by any affiliate anywhere, that CrossFit could use during the semifinals or during the games as a break. And it is it's inspired by the fact that this year they didn't do anything to promote the affiliates. So my goal is just to take over that space. We've already taken over the sports space with Kill Taylor. We've taken over the business space with Matt Souza's show. We've taken over started taking over the affiliate space with the affiliate series. So the goal is now is just to march, I guess, just straight into media and provide content for the affiliates. And so the contest is going to be, and how I'm trying to aggregate and get inspiration from the community to see if there's enough talent out there to do it, is to get people to make videos with a prize of $5,000 for first, $3,000 for second, and $2,000 for third. Now, remember, it's not one video. You have to make a compilation of videos, and they're videos that you would think that any affiliate out in the world could use in order to be like, yeah, this is why you come to an affiliate. So Brett over at Salty Hive CrossFit is helping me with that project. Chris Cooper's helping me with that project. And so we are almost done with the first 5 videos, and then I'm going to play them on here and I'll show them to you guys, and you can be like, okay, I get it. This is what a campaign looks like. And then I can run them throughout the shows. I can run them during Kill Taylor. I can share them with whoever wants to run them. But that's going to be the premise of the contest. Now, all you people are asking me all sorts of crazy questions, like where do you submit them? When does it start? Like, you can start right now, and don't worry about where you need to submit them. Like, we'll figure that out. I think because we have a small team, what we'll end up doing is we'll probably end up having you put them on YouTube in 4K, upload them with an unlisted, and then send us links, and then we'll download them from there. But the point is I'd like to have 100 of those so it never gets old, and I can run one on every single show regardless. So that this show actually at all times is a show that's pushing people towards what is a small business miracle, as Greg used to call the affiliate community, right? So do you want them to be like Instagram Reels, TikToks, or professional? Hey, dude, it's totally up to you. It's totally up to you. But the ones that I'm going to show you are fucking amazing. I mean, there's some really good shit out there that's not professional. It just has to be great. It just has to be great. CrossFit, Sevon creating crowdsourced CrossFit media one day at a time. Yeah. And here's the thing. Even though there's 10,000 gyms out there, I don't expect more than like 5 submissions. So which would end up being 25 videos plus the 5 that we have. So that would be 30. And if I do only get 30, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just start paying people to make them. Yeah. Thank you, Jake. That's a good point. They should transcend time. Yeah. In literature, that's called, they should be romantic, meaning, or in the way Gen X or Gen Z or whatever that gen is, the way they say it, they call it evergreen content. Graciano Rubio, I'm in. Yeah, it's a way for me to just to leverage the listeners in the community to make a ton of great content for myself that then I can play on my platform to then help them, but also bolster my place in the community, right? I think it's called leadership. I need to check my leadership book, Leadership 101. So there's that. So I'm pumped about that. And the videos that I've seen so far are crazy. They're so fucking good. They're so fucking good. Fuck, I'm not an affiliate. You don't have to be an affiliate. You can just go into an affiliate with your camera and make the content. You don't have to be an affiliate. We'll be sending videos soon. Oh, okay. Fuck, I'm not an affiliate. Sorry, this one. If you DM me and you have videos you want to show me, keep DMing me because my DMs are fucking crazy. And so you keep popping up to the top every day. And then eventually when I see it, I'll give you my phone number. Or put a link to your YouTube video in there so I can see it and be like, oh yeah, this is worthy, and give you my phone number. Or this guy sucks, he doesn't get my phone number. CrossFit. I put my pitch above. Let me see. Pretty easy to make it look good, consumer gear and some decent lighting. Yeah. So I'll tell you the premise. What Brett has done is he's just sat people down in the gym and he's gotten some really intense emotional stories. There's one with a mom sitting there with her son, and she's a single mom. And it's just a montage of slow motion footage. It's a montage of slow motion footage of her and her son while she tells her journey about CrossFit. I mean, it's a tearjerker. It's a real tearjerker. Caller, hi. Hey, hold on. I don't have you on the, for some reason, I'm not connected. Give me a second. Let me see what's going on here. It says I'm connected. Give me 1 second. Sorry. That's weird. Not being connected. Bluetooth. Rodecaster Pro 2. Are you there?
Yeah.
Damn. I wonder why it's not an option. Huh. Okay, go. I'll move the phone up here. Okay, go ahead. Hey, what's up?
So, question is, CrossFit doesn't have a media team right now, so they say, but their desire is to grow the affiliates. Every year at the games, they run awesome commercials that really touch, the spirit of CrossFit and what it means. But they're showing it to people that are already in the community. Why don't they just run a handful of commercials, big times throughout the year? Maybe you know this better than I do, but is the return on commercials publicly just really bad, or do they just not have the manpower to do it?
So I'll tell you my philosophy, and then I'll say something to sort of defend what you're saying. My philosophy is that we should always be speaking internally, that we should never speak externally. We should just keep talking to the community, and the community will do bring in the people. That was how I always operated at CrossFit. Just speak to the affiliates. That's all. Everything I did, I wanted to speak to the affiliates. That being said, Reebok made some commercials when they were part of CrossFit, and they had a bunch of CrossFit, clips and shit in them. And I think they were very powerful. And I think they moved a lot of people to join CrossFit, like they showed people climbing ropes and flipping tires and wearing the nanos. And they ran a huge campaign of fucking millions and tens of millions, maybe even $100 million they spent on it. Who knows? And cause I think that they were obligated over 10 years to spend $350 million in advertising for CrossFit. And, don't quote me on that, but I'm 90% sure that's correct. And they were very powerful. So I don't know, but like someone texted me today and said CrossFit hasn't published anything on their YouTube station in a month. And so that means that CrossFit's not participating in the most powerful search engine on planet Earth, YouTube, more powerful than Google. And so at that point, whether you're right or I'm right, we have to do something.
Well, my thought process is if we're trying to cure the world's most vexing problem, right? We're talking to a lot of people that are sitting on their couch eating potato chips, or we're talking to a lot of older people that maybe are watching QVC all day, or, whatever. How are those people being reached if they're not even going out?
Right.
And if that's the target market of who we're trying to help, but we're not reaching them. Feels like that's your missing 30,000 members right there.
Yeah. You mean 30 million?
30 million.
Yeah. My thought is this. And you know, you might be right. My process is this. You just go this, just like my YouTube station. You just go the slow, consistent route. You just keep hammering the base. You keep focusing on forging elite fitness. You don't worry about getting the masses. You just stick to that. And then slowly, as the community gets older, like I started at 34 and I'm 52, those people pivot and be like, oh yeah, there are old people in my affiliate. And then you start pivoting, and then you scratch the surface from just wanting to go there to get great pussy to, wow, this is going to be really cool to help me live a long time and have a really rich life and be able to go to BLM protests and be able to run away when the police come. You know what I mean? Like you start realizing there's greater value for it. And so that's mine, but I don't have an issue with what you're saying. And I know a lot of affiliates get bummed when I say that. They're like, hey, we have to focus on those people so we can get people in. My thought is just let those affiliates that don't sustain a great community, just let them die. But I'm not opposed to what you're saying. Anything would be good at this point, right?
True.
So
cool. I appreciate it, man.
All right, thanks for calling. Bye.
Yep.
I wonder what's going on with this phone. Maybe I'll turn the phone off. I wonder if it's my Rodecaster. I'll turn the phone off, and it says the phone's not even charging. Start again. The never-ending story of the phone. What did you guys think about the intro of the show this morning? That's pretty cool, right? Someone sent that to Matt. That wasn't my banjo playing kid, Kalen. Is that his name? Now we have two intros. We got the intro for Kill Taylor. This one. Our first victim is gone. And then we got this one.
It's a Seb on Podcast Show. It's a Seb on Podcast Show. Everybody's welcome. Peace and love. It's a Seb on Podcast Show. Bam, we're live.
And that's the other thing that gets conflated a lot too. That bums me out. I have zero problem with trannies. Like zero. I love a tranny. I'd love to party with trannies. I'd go to a fucking tranny party. I'm not some fucking religious fucking nut job. I'm not freaked out by like the hot chicks that with tits and then the guy pulls down his pants and he's got a dick. I'm not even remotely phased by that shit at all. It's the thing that just like, I just know that if you're doing that stuff, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to forget this device altogether and reconnect it. I just don't want those people fucking at the public library reading to my kids. I find it weird that there's protests to make sure that those people get to read to our kids. Heidi, I know. And hey, listen, I think it's biologically normal to be freaked out by that. Like if you're a guy and you see two guys kissing and you're not freaked out by that, then I think like probably something's off with you a little bit. Like you're biologically programmed to be like, whoa, what's up? Something's weird here. Select for all audio devices. But I don't think that means you're homophobic or anything, or like, I don't think that. I don't think being afraid of Islam makes you Islamophobic, or if it does, I don't think being Islamophobic is like a bad thing. It's like, hey, dude, the TV keeps telling me they chop people's heads off. Rodecaster Pro. Oh, so now it can't even find it. Oh, this is fascinating. Oh, so I don't even have a phone anymore. I'm gonna have to come in here. Yeah, what is going on here? Please wait. Well, the 7 podcast takes care of technical abilities. I'm with you, but the amount of trannies that are reading at libraries is 0.0001 percentile. That's tenths, hundreds, thousands, 10,000, 100,000s. He's saying it's happening in 1/100,000th of the libraries. It hardly ever happens, and this point left wingers are doing is to piss people off. I don't know, dude. I went into the library when my Avi's 9 now. I took him to I found it. I found the road crosser. I took Avi to the library when he was 2. He's 9 now in Berkeley, and they had tranny reading hour there. And you know what's funny is I left when I saw it, but I didn't know why. I wasn't upset or anything. I'm just like, oh, I don't really want this person reading to my kid. This is weird. How's my 2-year-old going to process this? And then I got the tranny's number and gave me a blowjob later that night behind the liquor store, but different story. So I don't think you're right. And then they had the whole, remember they had the tranny Christmas at the White House this year. You remember that, Mr. Lang? So I don't know. I don't know if I agree with you. I think I'd have to move that one over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places. Hey, can you Google that? What percentage of libraries are doing tranny reading hour? Drag queen reading books to children are not the problem. Baptist News Global. We have an epidemic of predatory pastors, but yeah, let's worry about drag queens. Baptist News Global. Oh, this is a great article for you. Look at this. This is the Baptist News Global. They're saying they're on page with you. They're saying that the problem is the church. Drag Queen Story Hour started in San Francisco in 2015. The right is using fears in gender and sexuality to enlist new followers to distract from their own current scandals. Oh, listen to this. Certainly, sexuality is a component of drag. Many drag performers are gay men, not all. Drag does suggest that queer sexuality is not deviant, that's not grooming, and in fact, hearing that message early on may mean the children in the audience who grow up to be queer are better able to accept themselves and less likely to kill themselves, although there does seem to be a sense among many on the right that it's better dead than queer. Wow, this article's fucked up. Hey, the problem with the suicide, it's a misnomer to say that suicide among gays or trannies or whatever this article is saying is lack of acceptance from society is complete horseshit. Not accepting yourself is the issue. Oh, Mike Dabbles. It's the T word, Sevon. Tranny is homophobic slur akin to the F word for gays. Oh, and the N word for blacks. That is not true. I mean, maybe for some people, but not for me. Not for me. That's like, if anyone thinks that's like suggesting that all black people are hate black people because of their vocabulary that they use. Hey, how the fuck can you accept yourself if your parents kick you out for being gay? Hey, I was kicked out when I was 16. And again when I was 18 and 24 and 32. That was the last time I was 32 or 34. Can't remember. Yeah, it's you're doing the victim thing. You're doing Pat. That's the like you're better than other people thing. And hey, let's say you are right. Let's say you are right, Pat, and I'm wrong. I'm open to it. Sending trannies to libraries to read to kids isn't the way you get acceptance. That's not what you do. That's not a solid plan. I reject the notion that that's the plan. I reject the notion. Matt Burns, there are bad people in every group. If you want to hang out with little children, it should be a huge red flag. Yeah, of course. Okay. I want to add. I think I need to add lip rings to the conversation. The old lip ring. I wonder what the percentage of lip rings that get infected is. Here we go.
Consider yourself to be a patriot?
No.
Not really.
America has a lot of improvement that needs to happen.
Not really.
We did it, Joe.
America is the most free, powerful, and prosperous country in the history of human civilization. You're not proud to be an American?
I don't know about free country.
What other countries are freer than America?
Ireland.
How is it more free than America?
They fully accepted these refugees, like, openly.
Have you been to the southern border? We're allowing everyone in.
Oof.
I love America.
I'm not super proud to be under.
Look at those holes in her face. $20. No, damn, I thought you were a member. Daniel Wynn. Oh, are you a member? Thanks for making the Kill Taylor shirt available without having to take Taylor on. Did we do that? That must not be the official shirt then. That's the weenie shirt. Is that the one I'm wearing? If you eventually, very soon here. You know what it is? I have these two. There's these two people, Kenneth and someone else that I promised a Slack box to, and they've been sitting on my dining room table for fucking 2 months. And the reason why I don't want to do the Kill Taylor shirts is like I don't want to mail them out. Like I was thinking, I'd probably cost like $3,000 to do like one-off Kill Taylor shirts. That if you compete, you get the shirt, and it would be cool, right? But then someone has to mail that shit. Like all that shit has to be taken care of. Like you have to get someone's like, I guess, mailing address, and then they don't get it and they complain. And it is what it is. I ain't mad. And I know you're not mad, Kenneth. I know you're not mad at all. You're fucking awesome. My wife told me yesterday, mail these, jackass. I just don't want to do the... Anyway, you're welcome, Daniel. That's cool. And thanks for buying one. I wasn't sure. I was talking to Travis over at Vindicate, VNDK8. Get your Kill Taylor shirt and your CEO shirts now. I was talking to him and I was like, hey, I don't want to do it if like people don't want them. Like a lot of people, I think, print shirts just for their own ego. Like they just want to like have a shirt out there. Like I don't want to do that. If it's not like worth his time, like I don't want to do it. These look at all the holes in her face. A bird tattooed above her left or her right titty. That's a nice tattoo, actually. I approve of that one.
You're like a super strong empire of like capitalism.
I'm like a black trans person in America, and there's like actively laws trying to make it so I can't exist.
What's the law?
I don't know.
I just don't have anything beyond that.
It's hard to be proud of something that's done a lot of bad.
Name a country you'd rather live in.
Amsterdam, red light district.
What have they given to you that America hasn't?
Prostitutes and weed.
China.
How'd you feel about China giving us COVID?
They didn't give us COVID.
Where did COVID come from?
I can't remember the country.
This chick would rather live in China. The other guy wants to live in Amsterdam because of the red light district. Pat, I think this is normal, dude. I don't think they searched. I don't think this is like crafted. Like, I don't think this was difficult to make. You know what I mean? I think this is just like, these are some of the people we roll with. These are our fellow citizens. They want freedom without capitalism. I would love for someone to explain to me how that works. And by the way, Ireland is far from freer than the United States.
Country's name I really can't.
Comes from China. I hear Ireland's nice.
Have you ever been to Ireland?
I've never been.
So how do you know it's better?
I'm done with this.
Free Palestine. Do you consider yourself to be a patriot?
No.
Damn. Tranny would definitely get the video demonetized and probably get you strike on YouTube. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Are you kidding me? Saying the word tranny? Dude, have you seen the rap songs that are on YouTube? Dude, there's songs, there's a Lil Wayne, there's crazy songs out there. Crazy songs. Like there's songs about cum consumption. I don't think that I don't know if there's can you say tranny on YouTube? I've never even once thought of it as derogatory. Oh, look, they even have a video. Oh shit. Look at this. Wow, look at this. I said, can you say tranny on YouTube? And look at this is what came up.
Welcome to
here we go.
How to pronounce. In today's video, we'll be focusing on a new word that you
There's no way that microphone is picking up his voice like this.
might find challenging or intriguing. So let's dive into today's word.
Tranny, which means
Oh shit.
a derogatory term for a transgender or transsexual person.
I reject that notion. So now we got another word that other people have to be offended by. This is crazy.
Let's say it all together.
Tranny.
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 Oh, that's a piss take? Oh, it is? You do think it is? I wonder if they use the word in their community like as a term of endearment. How to say tranny, how to pronounce tranny. You can't say tranny. I hope this video can help some people who may have not heard much about the issues surrounding the word tranny.
So what should like the title of this video be? What exactly is?
You can't say, I hope this video can help some people who may have not heard much about the issues surrounding the word tranny and other politically incorrect terms. Yeah, I don't do politically incorrect terms. That's a joke. They redefine freedom, not a joke. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. As soon as you see politically incorrect, you know, like, this is bullshit. This is a lie. This is, anytime you see that, that's trying to control language to control people. It's a sensitive subject, required explaining.
The topic.
I don't know. Chinese nuggets and stuff. No, I just don't want my face on a video. Oh, okay.
The T word and other politically incorrect terms. Man, this is oppression. Videos like this are the root of oppression. This is like oppression 101. Take the language away. Crazy. Wolf Hunter, Europe is free because of America. You're welcome, David. David's a fugitive of America. That's why he hates it. The less than 1% think that they own the English language and they've been allowed to get away with it. Oh, Carlos. Wow. Hey, Sevan, I made the intro. I had to learn to use GarageBand to do it. Took me way too long because I'm old. Dude, it's dope. It's in there. It's in like Flint.
It's a Sevan Podcast Show. It's a Sevan Podcast Show. Everybody's welcome. Peace and love. It's a Sevan Podcast Show. Bam, we're live.
Hey, Carlos, will you send me... Oh, shit, I'm running late. Will you send me a DM and then we could exchange phone numbers? Awesome. All right. Dick Butter, Pride Month, peace and love. To all the courageous gay people out there who are standing up for the true rights of gay people, I fucking really appreciate you. That's the true courage. For all the fat people out there standing up for the health of fat people and explaining to the world that personal accountability and responsibility is number one and that the world shouldn't have been shut down just to protect a bunch of people who are addicted to Coca-Cola. I really appreciate you. And most importantly, sorry, in the ranking above gay and the fatties, I'd like to thank everyone, but especially the melanated people who won't tolerate the left feeling sorry for them and trying to fucking mindfuck their people. Our people. You guys are fucking awesome. Work out hard. Do something crazy nice for someone today. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And sometimes being nice is just not being an asshole for once. You know? Let someone take your parking spot. Smile at the lady with the mask on. Spread that love. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Mr. Lang, it's always a pleasure having you in the show. Carlos, thank you. Audrey, hope you can find some cock to replace Brian.